Alright, so this is actually a remake of an old video I did a while back, and I thought, since I got some new subscribers and, the DVD release of Man of Steel has just come out, I decided, I'm going to bring this question back. What do you, if you guys have read All-Star Superman, then you guys know that there was, in the story of All-Star Superman, that there was a potion that Superman gave Lois that allowed everyone to be Superman, that allowed Lois to be basically have all of Superman's powers for 24 hours. All of his powers for 24 hours, and it was a really good story. And Lex Luthor got a hold of it. So here's the question, more or less: what do you think if you had the Superman serum, as it's more or less called, and you had all of Superman's powers for only 24 hours? What would you do with it? What would it be like for you for being Superman for a day? Me personally, first off, flying. Flying like Superman does. I would love to just fly. Just fly out, and it looks great. No plane needed, no nothing, just flying. I would just love to fly for a while. I would absolutely love that. But the other thing, and the biggest thing, is that I want to see how Superman sees the world. I want to see how Superman sees the world, sees everything, sees how everything's connected by the very smallest atom. I want to see how how he sees us, and not just us. Every plant life, every animal, every little speck in the ocean and grass. How he sees that they're all connected. Who knows, maybe my level of humanity might go up if I could see like Superman does. And I'm not talking like, the heat vision or the X-ray vision. He can, seeing everything like that. Seeing all of that done, more or less. I would absolutely love to have that. And probably another big thing for me is that I want to fly out, all the way to the moon. With Superman's speed of flight, I could probably get there in about a few seconds, like maybe few minutes tops, and just sit on the moon, and just sit on the moon for a couple hours and just watch the Earth. That's one thing I've always wanted to do in my life that I'll never be able to do, is go up in space and look down at the Earth, away from the people, away from the lights, away from everything, and just look down at the world. Kind of like in the Doctor Who episode Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, when Rory's dad was sitting on the front of the TARDIS and just eating a sandwich and drinking tea and looking down at the planet. Just at the simplest request. I would love to do that. Or just, not just sit on the moon. I just hover over Earth and just watch. Just look down at it for a while. That would be all kinds of fun. I wouldn't be like, hey, I'm going to solve this problem, or I'm going to solve that problem. Granted it's selfish, but the thing is that, you could fly to North Korea and stop the Koreans, or go to Syria, or stop what's going on there, or to Egypt, or wherever there's problems. The problem is that 24 hours, that's all you have. You can't solve and as much as I'd love to solve a lot of problems, who wouldn't? The problem is that you can't solve everything in 24 hours. Even a Superman can't solve all the world's problems. So there is that. I would just love to do that. As much as I would love to help people, I would just use the powers to just, see how Superman sees the world, and just, experience everything. I just want to experience what being Superman is like, having all that power for just a day, and just imagine what it is like to be this this very powerful being. You know what I'm saying? So, in that regard, I would just, and again, I would love to solve all the world's problems, but unfortunately, you can't if you're just going to be Superman for 24 hours. I just want to be like him for a day. That's really all it comes down to. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'm really curious. What would, if you had the Superman serum for just 24 hours, if you could be Superman for a day, just one day, you can't, if you could be Superman for just one whole day, what would you do with it? Would you want to see the world how he sees it? And, I'm really curious to see what, where this question leads, having all that power for one day. I'm just curious to see where this is going to go. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'm out.